Hey, hey.
I was going to say good morning.
Good morning. You know what? Here's the funny thing.
Good morning.
We always drink coffee, right? Streams and beans. You got to have the beans element. But if I drank regular caffeinated coffee at 7 o'clock at night, which it is now, I would be up till 4 a.m., which isn't a huge stretch for me, but the coffee doesn't. So I had to get a decaf, so I'm drinking a decaf.
Mine's regular.
Oh, wait, shoot. I forgot to say decaf, so no, I'm not. I guess I'll be up till 4 in the morning. I just remembered. I'm like, wait, I went there drunk. I didn't say decaf. Oops.
Mine's just a regular iced vanilla latte, as usual.
Anywho, welcome back. We are on episode 21, discussing Scream 2. Dos Screamo.
Let's scream twice.
Scream twice. Hello, Mr. Ghostface. So, who's back in this movie? We've got Neve Campbell as Sydney, Courtney Cox as Gail, David Arquette as Deputy Dewey, Jamie Kennedy as Randy, and Liv Schreiber as Cottonberry. So basically, the carryover from part one. Everybody's back in part two, except for Rose McGowan, and we have new killers in this one, or killer. Okay, so who's new? We've got Jada Pinkett Smith playing Maureen.
Oh, that's right, the movie theme.
Yeah,
Scene,
Omar Epps playing Phil. So yeah, the opening scene of the movie where Jada and Omar...
She makes fun of it the whole time.
Well, and then she gets kind of scared during the movie. And anyway, it's actually, I kind of like how they did the opening scene on that.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw Omar Epps was... He played the role of Malik Williams in a movie called Higher Learning in 1995. It was like kind of a think piece. It was
a basketball player, right?
No, it was about
who was that one?
It was a college kid that went psychotic in his mind and ended up just open shooting on campus kind of thing. It was like kind of a almost creepily like it showed that story before that story was happening on a regular basis, and then it started happening on a regular basis in schools, and it was like, ew, gross.
It's almost like a norm now, unfortunately.
I know. And then we have Sarah Michelle Gellar playing Cece. Also Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I love Buffy!
You know what? I've never seen it, and I think I need to watch it. I feel like I need to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy is...
like the series,
it's a total 90s show.
Okay, I think I should watch it.
But it's funny. They do funny things, and like they spoof things too, and...
Okay.
But it's a girl movie. It's a kick-ass girl movie.
Like girl power.
Yeah, because she's the there's one chosen one and stuff. Some of it doesn't make sense because you're just like... your storyline's kind of gone off key there.
The writer's having a little fun.
Well, it was Josh Whedon. Josh Whedon, I think, was the director person, and there's huge controversy around him and the show.
Oh.
And with characters and sexual harassment and bullying and stuff like that. But it actually is a really good show. It was one of the very first shows that I liked the ending. I mean, the ending actually ended. Some of the key things in it was kind of hokey, because they had to end the series. But it was actually okay. Where I'm just like, okay, well, we knew it was getting canceled, but at least they canceled it in a normal way and not just like cut it off and you're like, what the fuck now? You left me it didn't leave you as a cliffhanger for the very end.
That's good.
And there's one scene in there. Sorry, this is way off course.
Okay.
So one of the main characters' name is Spike. James Marsden plays him, and he actually he tries to rape Buffy in it.
Oh my god!
And so, but it is, and it traumatized him.
I bet
he had to go to therapy for it.
I don't want to be that guy that.
But Josh Whedon made him do it.
Oh my god!
He got pissed off at him and rewrote that.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Whoa, that's some
weirdo
drama.
Facts. I love Buffy though.
All right, I will, because Mary's such a Buffy fan, that will be on my watch list. Because I really have never seen it. I know of it, but I was never a big comic book person
I
as
never
a
knew it was a
kid.
comic book.
And I feel like that was, I don't know this, but I feel like that character was probably in the comic book
I
somewhere.
think that probably
along the way.
there's probably
Like, and then
comics
just
about
sort
her.
of came to light.
But I
after
never
that.
knew. I never knew there
Yeah.
were comics. And then they have a spin-off. They had a spin-off of Angel. So Angel's
Yeah,
the main
okay.
David Borenson.
So he was in Buffy.
He was in
Okay.
Buffy. He's a vampire, but he's a good vampire.
Okay.
And then he left the show, and then he had his own show, but his own show kind of flopped.
Okay. I just rewatched, like, I kind of skimmed through the 7 seasons of True Blood and just, like, watched a smattering, you know, in each season.
Yeah.
It's such a good show.
I love True Blood too.
And then we have Timothy Oliphant playing Mickey. I love how he's referred to as Brandy refers to him as a creepy film student. Jerry O'Connell, who's playing Derek,
God, he was
Sid's
in that.
boyfriend. Okay, so as a kid, he played in Stand By Me
Yep.
as Vern,
The fat kid.
right? And Vern got hot.
Yeah, yeah. He had a
grew
good
up-
glow up.
Jerry, woo!
Yeah, he had a
Yeah.
good glow
Oh my
up.
God. He got a trainer and I don't know what happened, but man, that
Yeah.
kid, and he got tall.
He's
like,
tall.
I mean,
yeah.
of all the kids that were in Stand By Me, like he just blossomed.
Yeah,
I think River Phoenix would have too, but unfortunately he died
he would
too
have.
young.
But yeah, he had a good glow up.
Yeah, it was
And
awesome.
he married Rebecca Romaine.
Oh really?
Was
I didn't know
Stamos.
that.
She was married to
Okay.
Stamos.
Oh yeah.
And they
yeah.
had twins named Dolly.
Oh my gosh.
Dolly, what's the other one? Oh no, I can't remember what the other one is. But one of the twins' name is Dolly.
Oh. And then we have Laurie Metcalf as Debbie Salt, who's the reporter, and she was famous for her role as Roseanne Connor's sister Jackie Harris in the hit TV series Roseanne. And my favorite role of hers is in Uncle Buck, where she plays the neighbor Marcy Dahlgren Frost. And she
Oh, I remember
in that
Uncle
movie
Buck.
she attempts to like dirty dance with John Candy, and that scene is hilarious. She's basically like humping his leg like a dog. I mean, it's just, and he was like,
I haven't
"Oh,
seen that
this is
movie
what the kids
in
are doing."
years.
Oh my God, so funny. Macaulay Culkin's in that. He's super little and he's like asking a million questions. Anyway,
That was a good one, yeah.
and then we have a spot where Tori Spelling shows up playing in the fake movie Stab, playing the role of Sidney Prescott, Luke Wilson playing in the same scene with her as Billy Loomis. And then David Warner is Gus Gold, Sid's drama teacher. He was in the movie The Omen in 1976.
That one doesn't sound familiar.
The
I
Omen?
No, I
You
know
might
the
have
Omen.
seen
I've
it.
seen the Omen.
Yeah,
but I mean,
you might have seen
putting the face together.
Oh yeah, you might have seen. Did you ever watch the original Omen? Because I think there was a remake. So I'm like, you might have seen the remake, but
I've seen
yeah,
it.
I liked it. The Damien, the creepy kid. Oh my god.
Well, it's Damien. It's always been a creepy name. Whoever's been named Damien has never been good.
Except I will say, Damien Eccles was exonerated, and I fully believe he was innocent. Okay. So here's our watch the movie notes going back 29 years ago. Scream 2.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to Windsor College. It's a fake college
college?
set on a real campus of Agnes Scott College in Decatur, Georgia. I would have not guessed Georgia. I would have guessed California somewhere.
Well, Georgia must have been having good weather then when they
Yeah.
recorded it. No, I would never guess Georgia.
So we were just talking about it. We have the opening scene where Jada and Omar, Maureen and Phil going to the movies to see Stab. Maureen is complaining that typically horror genre lacks African American actors. As if movie producers realized her statement, there are several noticeable African Americans placed throughout the movie as background, crowds, or other actors, cameraman, Phil, Hallie, like she says that sentence and then within the movie there's all these black actors popping up. It's like, oh my God. She's not wrong. The horror genre we've gotten a lot better, I think, in society. There's been a lot more movies
I think
with
the
African
joke is
American.
that if
but
you're African American, you're like the first person to
to
die.
I mean, and when we watched the Halloween, the final Halloween movie, and the black kid who's like runs upstairs and sees something going on. Nope, and he runs out and he's out the door. And he doesn't come back.
He was the smart one. He's like,
yep,
smartest
one in the movie.
Nope,
Yeah.
not gonna do this.
He was the smartest one in the movie. Maureen comments, I love that. So they're arguing over this. Like, he's like, oh, you want an all black cast and all black movies and all black this and black popcorn and black pepper, whatever. He's like teasing her, right? And she's like, I read my Entertainment Weekly. I know my shit. Like,
Entertainment Weekly.
I love that magazine. I used to get that magazine and I would pour over it every time I got it.
I thought it was real because in my mind it's kind of like the internet.
Well,
why would you make it fake?
And honestly, it was pre-cell phone era.
Right.
So, like,
like
that's how we got our celebrity news and gossip was
People magazines, Us Weekly.
Yeah, Us Weekly, Entertainment
In
Weekly.
Touch.
Like, seriously.
Yep.
So, Maureen and Phil are in the theater watching Stab when Heather Graham, playing Drew Barrymore's character, gets naked and steps into the shower. Very similar to the shower scene in Hitchcock's Psycho. And the shower is a very vulnerable place. In fact, I don't think about it all the time, but sometimes when I'm in the shower and I'm home alone, I'm like, oh God, I'm in the shower home alone. Like, I just have this fleeting, like, oh my God.
The only thing that scares me in the shower is if a fucking bug shows up.
Spider?
Yeah. I'm not worried about somebody killing me. Well, one, I got a dog, so hopefully the dog
the
will
dog
alert me.
will alert first.
But my worst fear is to like go to rinse and then there's a spider there, or all of a sudden it's crawled out of something. And I'm like, I'm dead. I'm slipping and falling.
Oh God.
But that's my biggest fear: slipping and falling in the bathtub. Yeah.
So
it's a very small bathroom.
Do you have a slit mat?
No.
Oh,
no.
Girl, why not?
Because they mold.
Well, not all of them.
Yes,
do if you wash them.
Nope, every single one.
I'm sorry, but mine don't.
They mold.
I wash them with bleach once a week.
My client has a wood one, and I'm like, no. And then, but they mostly mold. But no, I've never had them. I don't like them. But I do have a grab bar.
Do you have the little sticker things? No. Oh, you just have a grab bar?
I just have a grab bar.
Oh my God, that would freak me out. No, I buy them. I replace my mats probably a couple times a year, but I bleach them a lot, and I haven't had.
I actually don't have bleach
mold
in the house.
Oh, well, to me, that's the only thing that I want in my bathroom.
Bothers my nose really bad.
I have to clean with bleach.
It could give me nosebleeds.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that could explain why your mats mold. You can't bleach them.
I've never had mats. I think when Abby was little, we got the sticker thingies, on the bottom when she was little. But no, they've always just if we're getting caregivers, they've always just molded. As much as I clean them and take care of them and spritz them and they always just mold. So, and I'm allergic to mold, so I'm just rather not have it.
Got it.
I'm allergic to everything.
You are kind of, but that's okay. You're not allergic to coffee.
But so
thank God for that.
I don't know. I would drink it anyways.
Oh my God! What if she stopped drinking coffee when she have a totally different personality?
Oh God, let's not try.
After Heather Graham answers the phone, we're back in the movie. They're watching the movie. Heather Graham answers the phone, and Marie yells out, "Bitch, hang up the phone and star 69 his ass."
Oh, star 69.
Do you remember? Yes. Do you guys remember star 69 is a way to return to the last incoming call on a landline phone.
Landline.
You hit the asterisk key and then you hit 69.
Okay, so they
and then you got to you get to see who you were previously or who had called you previously.
Right. So we called it was the pound sign and now it's hashtag.
Yeah.
They never changed the asterisk.
Correct.
That was it's still an asterisk.
I know.
Which is really weird.
Funny.
I bought a sticker.
I wonder if I guess you don't need. This is a dumb question. Never mind. I just went somewhere so dumb. I'm back. I answered my own question.
We were in Seattle last weekend, and I found a sticker of a payphone. And I was showing Simon, our friend from Texas, and he's like, "What's that?"
Oh my God, that's so wrong.
I'm like, "It's a payphone." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "They don't make them anymore. There is no payphones." And I think it's the stupidest thing.
It is. It's not very. It's kind of a safety because, like, seriously, what if you lose your phone? Who knows anyone's
phones
number?
Die all the time. I mean, like when we were in the serial killer thing, it killed all of our phones, and we had no idea that our phones were so dead.
That's true.
So I mean, there should be payphones in most of the gas stations somewhere, that people have access to something because
Although now that I think about it, I could be standing at a payphone, I wouldn't know what to dial.
You always dial 911.
Well, no, I mean like if it's a non-emergency, like I'm not going to dial 911 because I lost my phone and I need to get a hold of I know my husband's number, but you know what I mean. Like if I had to call a friend, I wouldn't know.
Than me. I don't know my husband's number. But I can call my house, my dad's landline.
Oh, there you go.
my dad still has his landline and his answering machine.
Oh my God, I love it.
He used to have one. You've reached the Chapman residence. If we haven't answered the phone, it's probably because we're too damn lazy to answer.
Oh my God.
So leave a message. We might or we might not get back to you. We'll see.
Oh my God,
Dad's such a dork.
that is so your dad.
It is so my dad.
Mr. Analog Universe.
Yep.
Okay, so one of the things that bugs me in this movie is in this opening scene when Phil gets murdered in the bathroom. Like, he puts his head against the bathroom stall partition to try and hear what's being muttered from the person in the stall next to him. Which we find out is the killer who stabs Phil with a knife through the partition in one stab. This would not be possible. The killer can't have guaranteed Phil would have had his head against the partition in a specific spot at a specific time, and getting him with one stab is highly unlikely. But
it'd be blind
simply
luck.
Entertaining the way they do it and the sound it makes. But there's no way that would have happened.
No, it would be such a huge coincidence to have everything line up just perfectly.
Yeah. So,
like
made for good entertainment.
It was, though, yeah.
12 minutes, 23 seconds in, we hear our first,
"Hello, Sydney."
And what's your favorite scary movie? I didn't wear my shirt today. I almost did, but I'll wear it next time.
I forgot to change out my scrubs.
That's okay. We both came from work. And Sydney finds out if it's a fellow student, Corey, and calls his bluff.
Oh, because he's got the caller ID now.
Yeah, so
that's right.
that's why I almost answered this. Anyway, I almost asked a dumb question like, can we star 69 on our phones and realize no,
we have caller ID
like
now.
Cell phones tell you who's calling, dumbass.
But you used to have to pay extra for that, the little box that hooked up to your your telephone for caller ID. It was a whole separate thing on your phone.
Too much. Yeah, I didn't. We didn't get into the landline life that crazy. I think we had an answering machine, and that was about it.
Oh yeah, I know. My dad had it all.
In this movie, we're introduced to Greek life, fraternities, and sororities. Hallie tells Sid, "I'm not a sorority pusher. I just think despite its trivialities, it is a life-affirming, mentally stable, healthy environment for you. I mean, look at this place," as they enter the Delta Lambda house trying to rush Hallie and Sid. Another great movie with Greek life, Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, I love Revenge of the
Remember
Nerds.
that? Dexter. Or
Poindexter.
Poindexter. Two sorority sisters rushing Hallie and Sid had other roles earlier in their career. Portia de Rossi, the blonde sister, played Lindsay Bluth Fuke in Arrested Development. Such a great show. That show makes me laugh so hard. And then Rebecca Gayheart, the brunette sister with the curly long hair, was in a Noxema commercial. That's where I recognized her from when I first saw this movie. Because I loved Noxema. I used it
That's the white
every
stuff,
day on like a regular basis. Like I would get the occasional zit, but not like I never had acne. I swore by Noxema.
She was on 90210. Oh, that's when I first remember.
Okay.
And then she was involved in like a huge car accident where she killed somebody.
The brunette sorority sister with the curly...
Rebecca Gayheart.
Wow. Oh my God, I had no idea.
She was married to McDreamy. I can't remember what his name is.
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a little boy crazy. There's a lot of McDreamies in my life.
It's real reason. He just was diagnosed with ALS really bad again. I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
But it was a huge thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It killed her career.
Oh, my God. Well, yeah, you're right, because, I haven't seen anything else.
Yeah, it killed her career.
That's sad. Cece, who's played by Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She's a member of Omega Beta Zeta, playing sober sister, needed to be home instead of at the party in case a drunk sister needed a ride home. Drink the brain, that's our motto. Derek is a member of the Omega Kappa Beta fraternity. The Delta Lambda sorority house where Sid and Hallie was shot at the Crank House in Altadena, California. The very same house was used in Mr. Trunchbull's house in Matilda, as well as appearing in Hocus Pocus and Catch Me If You Can.
Hocus Pocus.
So I feel like we should go on a California Hocus Pocus tour. Like, go see the sites.
I would love that. I love Hocus Pocus.
So I was in a sorority for a while. I went through Brush Week and I was in the house for a year, but I didn't fully pledge. So I can't really say I'm like a true member, but I was there for a while. I made some good friends, and it was the Alpha Omicron Pi, AO Pi sorority. So I had a little touch of sorority life. My first spring break in college, I went with the fraternity, Tau Kappa Epsilon, the Teeks, and I went with them, and they rented a houseboat on Lake Shasta, and so we drove from Corvallis to Lake Shasta, and then spent like 4 days on a houseboat, getting completely wasted the entire time. Like, I don't even think I ate anything. It was a total puke and rally situation. So it was. I remember it, but I remember also coming back like I'm sitting in class like 3 days later, and all of a sudden I get like this vertigo, like I'm on a boat feeling, and I feel like I'm sitting in class just rocking back and forth, like what's happening? But it was, sorority life was fun. It was just expensive for me. I couldn't really afford it, so I kind of had to get out of it.
I didn't go to college, but I would have never done sorority.
I was lonely. I was at a college, I didn't know anybody, and I felt like it was going to be a fun way to meet, and it was. I met some crazy fun girls.
But I just don't like the aspect of a lot of the sororities that I've seen and heard of. They're just stuck up people. I have girlfriends, but the whole aspect of living with girls, I could have never done it.
Oh, yeah, it was interesting. We had like main areas, like we were in this beautiful house, but we had sleeping porch style sleep. Oh. So you'd kind of have your own little bed, but it was like a single bed, and there were several in a sleeping porch area, and then you'd have rooms to study, and you would be assigned a big sister. And anyway, it was an interesting time. I made some good friends that I later were roommates with outside of the sorority. Like we rented a house near campus, and I had a good time in college, but you know, I get it. Not everybody goes. So when Cece's calling and she can't reach campus security, she goes back into the house. She's eventually chased by the killer and runs up the stairs, falling out of the second-story window balcony to her death, hitting the ground. Could she have reached 911 instead? What do you think?
Yes.
Could she have avoided death inside her sorority house?
Yes.
Okay.
She should have never gone back inside.
I know. I feel like that.
She should have gone out to the
why
street
you
and
just ran
somebody down.
Yeah.
Well, from what I understand, just from seeing things, is the campus security drives a little side by sides all over. Mm-hmm. So you can't tell me that they're not out there, or somebody's out in the street driving by, or
you're on a college campus for God's sake.
There's everybody. Somebody's around. Yeah. So just be like, go back in the house. But the minute that the thing wouldn't lock, like the alarm thing wouldn't work, I'd be, I'm out.
Yeah, that's a sign right there.
You always know that if the alarm doesn't work, then something's wrong.
And again, falling from the second story window is a lot like Halloween, where he falls from the second story window.
Yeah, but I feel like, and then on the alarm button too, even if the alarm didn't work, there's panic buttons on those. And they're supposed to be foul proof.
And super loud.
Yeah, right? You're supposed to be able to hit it no matter what, unless there's no power, then obviously. But there was clearly power to it.
Okay.
They could have, they're supposed to be able to hit any kind of, panic button, alarm button, and it's supposed to just send them automatically.
So, again, another sort of gratuitous death for just causing drama.
Yeah.
And then,
Buffy.
Much like the first one, she's like a super famous character, like Drew Barrymore. And so to kill her off early was like, very much like killing Drew.
Right.
Okay, so we're back to the movie. We're continuing. Joel, the cameraman, tells Gail, I was brought to do an interview, not Faces of Death 14. I read your book, and your last cameraman, the guy got gutted. Gail tries to play it down by telling him he wasn't gutted. I made that up. His throat was slashed.
This is better.
Joel is hyper and says, gutted, slashed. The point is he ain't in the union no more. Brothers don't last long in situations like this. Yeah. He leaves Gail with his footage and takes off. As our friend Mickey would do, he appears again at the end to assist Gail with the story. So, he just flat out like what our friend Mickey
Yeah.
says she would do. You just exit yourself
You
from
just
a situation of
exit stage
potential
left.
death. Yeah, so
Don't even put yourself there.
smart guy. He was like, you know what? You guys are crazy. You're trying to just, I'm out.
I'm
Killer
out.
on the loose. After Derek gets his arm slashed with the killer's knife, he's at the hospital along with Sid, Mickey, and Hallie. Mickey tells Sid the 90s is no time to play the hero, and why would Derek have gone back to the house anyway? He's trying to plant doubt about Derek into Sid's head, making her think he's that Derek is the killer, much like Billy Loomis.
The boyfriend
her
again.
boyfriend was the killer.
Yep.
The big Top Gun singing scene in the cafeteria where Derek sings to Sydney and then gives him his Greek letter necklace, a frat faux pas. For the role of Derek, Wes Craven had actors perform the iconic I Think I Love You scene for their auditions, and Jerry won the role that way. Can you imagine being like, you show up for an audition and they put you on the spot and
You
you're
just
like,
sing?
what if you don't even know the lyrics? Like, I'm not even sure
yeah,
I
I
would have
wouldn't know
come
the
up with
lyrics.
the lyrics. Right?
I think I love you so much.
Some with something new to see. I'm out. We would have failed, right? We would have been like, yeah, next.
Yeah.
50 minutes into the movie, we see Tori Spelling appear on TV where she's being interviewed about her role in the movie Stab, the fake movie. The interviewer shows a clip of the movie, and it's the scene of her and Luke Wilson talking privately in the hallway, the exact verbatim conversation from Scream 1 of Sid and Billy when no one else was around. I'm just going to say that once.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate it.
We know.
I know, right? And 51 minutes, 23 seconds in, Brandy explains the rules to Dewey of a sequel.
The
So
body
we get
count's higher.
The rules. So
than
number
that one.
one, body count is always bigger.
Okay. I remembered that one.
Number two, the death scenes are always much more elaborate. More blood, more gore, carnage candy. The core audience just expects it. Number three, if you want your sequel to be a franchise, never, ever, and he is interrupted by Dewey asking him if the killer is not repeating Woodsboro, then who else could it be? Randy says, the freaky Tarantino film student, meaning Mickey. Okay, but he gets interrupted, so we don't know what rule number three was supposed to be. He never says.
He doesn't.
It's totally like,
So what's number three?
cliffhanger. I gotta know.
What
So,
would number three be? Let's see. Death scenes.
I mean,
I feel like it's like expect the unexpected kind of thing.
maybe.
Like it's not going to be anybody that you expect at all, because I kind of knew the one killer. I knew he was the killer. I never suspected.
That's
the
what I
other
was
one.
gonna say. Did you suspect
Yeah.
Mickey? I suspected Mickey.
Yeah,
at this
but
point.
I didn't expect the other one. I don't want to say it. Till
I
we get there.
agreed that he was the freaky Tarantino
Yeah.
student. Okay, so Randy says next after Mickey and Randy says next after Mickey is Hallie. Serial killers tend to be white males, but that's why it's perfect. Sort of against the rules, but not really. Mrs. Voorhees was a terrific serial killer. And then there's room for Candyman's daughter. She's sweet. She's deadly. She'll rot your teeth. It's so funny. Randy has the best lines. Candyman is a murderer soul with a hook for a hand, summoned into reality by a skeptic grad student researching the monster's myth. I actually really liked Candyman.
I
It
liked
kinda
the
creeped
first
me
one, but I
out.
hated the second
Oh,
one.
I didn't watch the second one because
No.
I feel like I only needed to see the first.
Well,
I didn't need to see the
everybody
second.
makes seconds now,
Yeah.
so I just wanted to see what it was like. But yeah, the only thing I really liked it. I just didn't like the bees because then
It's creepy.
the bees
yeah.
just creep you out because then
Yeah.
you hear a bee like.
But you're not standing in front of a mirror summoning his name.
I used to say it all the time.
What?
I used to say it all the time. I used to do the Bloody Mary too.
Oh my god, I can't be friends with you anymore.
I'm still here,
Oh.
and my name's Mary, so I just call myself.
Are you a hologram? I cannot stand in front of a mirror and say jack crap. I'll be brushing my teeth and be like, if something pops in my head, I'll just start going A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, I don't want to say
Feel
it.
like the intrusive
I don't wanna
thoughts
think
don't
it.
need to come
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Let's see. Mrs. Voorhees, that he references, was Jason's mother from Friday the 13th and the killer in the first movie. Jason becomes the killer in movies 2 through 12.
Yeah.
God, Remember when we covered Friday the 13th? Like, that was so long ago. That was like really early days in Screams and Beans, people. Okay, there's a great scene when Sydney's rehearsing her role in a play, and her line is, "Fate's vengeful eye is fixed on me." Very telling. Like, you know, just sort of almost like on the nose kind of moment. Gail's best line in the movie, well, this is what I think you can say what yours are, but one of my favorite lines in the movie when she says to Dewey, "There were no cameras here. I just want to find this fucker." They're like trying to, yeah. And then they Google eye each other right after she says that. And then the famous Gail and Dewey music is cued. I mean, you know what I'm talking about if you've watched the movie. Like, there's the Gail and Dewey music. It's so cute. And while watching Gail's footage, trying to suss out the killer in the footage, they end up in a heavy makeout sesh. Because, you know, in the middle of trying to detect a murder, you got to start making out. Two really gross suspense scenes. Gail escapes the killer in the college's film rooms, and there's a soundproof glass between her and Dewey. And she watches in horror as the killer finds Dewey and stabs him while she watches behind the glass. That would be
terrifying. That's terrifying.
Hallie and Sydney have to crawl over Ghostface in the police car. That got my heart rate going when I first saw that.
Well, because you're waiting. That anticipation, because they always get back up.
And then Sydney gets the dumb. She tells Hallie she wants to go back. She has to see who the killer is. Hallie begs her not to. "Come on, Sid, let's just go. Stupid people go back. Smart people run. We're smart people." But Sydney ignores, costing Hallie her life.
Right?
Way to go, Sydney.
Sydney, dumbass.
God.
Dumbass.
24 minutes left in the movie. It's revealed Mickey is the killer. He shoots Derek, who dies. Sad.
Right.
So he sets it up to make Sydney think it's Derek and Mickey, but
it was just Derek.
Yeah, that gets proven wrong. And we also find that Debbie Salt, the reporter, is Mickey's partner, who is Billy Loomis's mother. And that was like a whoa.
Yeah, that was the first thing. I
would never suspected her as a killer because, like, hello, she's this minute little reporter. I mean, yeah, she's kind of nagging at Gail and picking at Gail,
but mousy though. So I wouldn't think that it was her
as a killer.
And I still never thought it made sense of why she came back to kill for her son.
Because he died and she wanted revenge, but like you take a year to go get a makeover,
right?
And all stuff.
But I'm just like,
get a job as a reporter.
It's not like your son was a serial killer. You can't take revenge on he was already a killer. It'd be different if like she killed him like on accident or something like that, and he died.
Maybe they have a killer gene in the family.
She's just in denial.
She had to do what the family does.
She's a mama boy, but backwards. The big boy died.
Mickey monologues before his death, saying he planned his defense to blame the movies. Hasn't been done before. This is just the beginning, a prelude to the trial. That's where the real fun is, because these days it's all about the trial. Because people love a good trial. It's like theater. They're dying for it. And I've worked hard to give the audience what they want. Mrs. Loomis hates this and ends up shooting Mickey, which I find is so funny.
You talk too much.
Oh, God, no doubt.
That's what I'd say. I'm like, you talk too much.
So the killers in this one, Mrs. Loomis and Mickey. And in Scream 2, they have 8 kills. They kill Phil Stevens, Maureen Evans, Cece Cooper, Randy Meeks, Officer Andrews, Hallie McDaniel, and Derek Feldman. And Mickey's last name is Mickey Altieri. I'm like, that's kind of a cool last name.
Like Italian kind of?
Yeah. Okay, so movie trivia. Despite being killed in the first film, Matthew Lillard had a cameo as a background extra during one of the college party scenes.
Find that.
I went back and I tried to find it and I could not find where he's at. So, but you know what?
Party though is it?
That's the thing. I went back. I was looking at crowd footage. I didn't remember that it said college party.
Oh.
So now I need to go further into the movie and pay
attention to the college party.
to see if I could find him. In the original script, Hallie was the killer. I wouldn't have liked that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Hallie and Mickey? That would be weird. Like, that doesn't even make sense. But because this was leaked, it was changed before shooting ever began. So somebody blabbed it. The original script saw Hallie and Derek as the killers in a Bonnie and Clyde type dynamic. No way, Derek.
No, you couldn't
Oh.
have done Derek again
I
because then that's just too
know.
cliche.
Yeah, I kind of like where it ended up. I think
Yeah.
that was for.
But I do understand her whole concept of, like, it can't be my boyfriend again,
right? I
Damn
know.
it.
I know.
So then, for them to actually be real.
I mean, if your boyfriend tried to kill you, if a second boyfriend tried to
I'm
kill you, like,
I'm
wouldn't
done.
you just become a lesbian at that point?
I'm done.
Just go rogue,
Like,
go off
toys.
book.
I'm not dealing with this no more. I don't think I could ever trust anybody.
Right? I feel like, why does she have major therapy happening already? Okay, so Billboard, this was 1996. The top Billboard song of that year was Candle in the Wind by Elton John because Princess Diana had died in a car crash being chased by paparazzi on August 31st, 1997. Oh, wait, she died in 97, so that wouldn't explain why it was a big song in 96.
I think this should be 97.
No, because the movie was 96, so I got my trivia mixed
No,
up.
but I thought the first movie was in 96.
Oh, wait, it was. So you're right. It would have been 97.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. I have a typo there. I probably would copy and paste it and didn't change it.
Yeah, because see?
Okay. So the big movie of that year, which I hated, but I'm okay with certain kinds of historic movies, but this one I just didn't like it.
Which one?
The English Patient.
never watched it.
Oh, I don't even want to say. I think it was World War II, maybe, but I don't even remember. I just remember, it just didn't grab me, and I know a lot of people out there love those kind of movies, like historic retells. But it just depends on. I mean, I'm okay with some of that, like war type stories, but for some reason that one just bugged me.
Saving Private Ryan was probably the first horror movie, or not horror.
Well, it was
first
horror.
war.
Yeah,
I meant to say war, not horror.
I know, but it is kind of
it
like
is.
that opening.
But that was
scene.
the first time I ever actually realized how bad the war was.
World War II.
Because I'm not born. Nobody I don't know anybody that's been in World War II, and so it was really eye opening because I think don't quote me, but I think my uncle was in Vietnam, but I'm not sure. I don't know the age parts of it, but yeah. So that was the first where I was just like, it was such an eye opening that because you hear about war and you see it on TV, like the clips from the news, but you're just like, I'm in denial. I just don't. It doesn't compute in my brain sometimes to actually see that and be like, wow, that's horrific.
Yeah,
was
that
really
movie
horrific.
was really well done. They did a lot of research. They interviewed a lot of vets.
Yeah.
There was a really amazing series. I don't know if it was HBO, but it was called Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers was
and
like
that
yeah.
was intense. I actually watched a lot
I
of
didn't
that.
watch any of it.
It was really good.
Yeah.
So Scream 2 grossed $172 million, which is about 30% less than Scream 1 the prior year.
Not too bad.
Our lives in 97, I was 2 years after getting married. We were still living in Union Creek. We were still working at Crater Lake National Park. Not a lot to add to that. 97.
97, I started my junior year of high school.
Oh, yay! And I'm like 2 years out of college and married. Yeah, we have different.
Junior year of high school, I met Lucas.
Oh,
Junior year.
wow! Never look back, huh?
My husband now, yeah, and I was still working at McDonald's, and then a huge bowling league. There was 4 of us girls, and our name was PMS.
Oh my god!
And my grandpa Scooter's he's the local sports guy, and he refused to call us on air PMS.
Oh my god!
So we turned into the Pretty Mean Sisters.
Is that what your acronym was? That's what it stood for? Oh,
no.
What was PMS?
PMS, like girls are having PMS because we're all girls.
Like I thought you actually had a name.
No.
Oh, that was
Our
the
name was PMS,
but then okay, I get it.
Yeah, but he wouldn't say PMS
God.
on the air. But yeah,
That's like last episode we said that Courtney Cox was the first person to say period on TV. It's like PMS.
Yeah, Grandpa wouldn't do it. Yeah, so I met
funny.
Lucas in it was our science class. Our teacher's was Miss Cookie Kelfer. She had bright blue
name.
purple hair, and she was not a science teacher.
So
we didn't.
How much did you learn then? Oh my
Didn't
god!
learn anything. But we had I think the kid's name was Jed. So Lucas says the day that he fell in love with me, I didn't notice you. I'm sorry. I knew him, but I didn't, wasn't paying attention. We were in the class and I bent over and Judd came over and slapped my ass. And Judd's like this, 6 foot, big behemoth guy, and I picked him up by the shirt collar and threw him on the desk.
Oh my God.
And told him, "Don't you fucking touch my ass."
Whoa.
And Lucas says that was the day that he fell in love with me.
Oh my God. He knew that you would protect him forever.
He just said he's never seen a girl do that, and
Whoa.
even Jed just like, sorry, I didn't,
Don't mess with Mary's ass.
Don't do that,
Oh my
but
God.
so then, that was
Alright.
we were junior year,
Nice.
just trying to work and save up money for senior, because I had no idea what we were doing senior year. I knew I wasn't going to college.
Okay.
So I'm not book smart. I have memory issues, so to remember, book things, I'm like, I'm not even gonna. And my parents are poor, so there's no way. And we weren't.
My parents didn't pay for my school.
But we weren't. It was either if you weren't going to college, then they didn't help you with anything.
Oh.
In school. So they didn't put the effort into scholarships. I mean, we did a scholarship
I see.
notebook, but they didn't take it seriously if they knew you weren't going into it.
Mm-hmm.
So because I wasn't going into it, then I didn't get any help or any talking about, well, you could do this and you could do this.
Encouragement.
Yeah, there's no encouragement. No.
Well, that's a bummer. Well,
So
I didn't really have that either, really. I just kind of knew in my own head that, it could lead to a career as opposed to just a job. You know what I mean? And I wanted something like that. So I ended up in government. Who knew? But so do you have any other movie related?
that was the only thing that I had, because I already read the I should have looked. I'll have to go back from Scream 3 and see movie quotes of what people say,
or Scream 2 or Scream.
No,
when we do 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do 3 next week.
The famous sayings, my favorite sayings.
Yes. And then we're going to combine 4, 5, and 6. I think we can do that in one episode, and then we'll do 7 as its own episode. So thanks for hanging with us, y'all. It's been fun. Hope you enjoy these movies as much as we do, because they're a laugh and a scream at the same time.
For sure.
Cheers.
Good night now. Good morning.
Yes.
Good night.